In 2025, aviation did not simply continue its journey through the skies. It entered a defining era that reshaped how humanity moves, connects, and sees the world. After years of disruption, recovery, and reinvention, the global aviation industry reached a level of maturity and momentum never seen before. The skies became busier, smarter, and more efficient, reflecting a world once again in motion. For the first time since 2019, aviation did not merely recover, it surpassed every previous record. Airlines across the globe carried more than 4.9 billion passengers in a single year, exceeding pre-pandemic levels by nearly 6%. This was not just a statistical milestone, it was proof that global travel had fully returned, driven by renewed tourism, economic growth, and an increasing desire for global connection. International air travel alone grew by more than 8%, fueled by long-haul routes linking North America, Europe, Asia, and the Middle East. These intercontinental corridors once again became the arteries of global movement, carrying millions of passengers across oceans and continents every day. Airlines operated over 38 million flights throughout the year, placing unprecedented demand on airspace, airports, and air traffic control systems. In response, aviation infrastructure evolved rapidly. Airports expanded terminals, added new runways, and implemented advanced digital systems to manage passenger flow, reduce delays, and improve safety. Aircraft manufacturing stood at the heart of this transformation. Airbus delivered more than 800 aircraft in 2025, reinforcing its position as the world's leading aircraft manufacturer. Boeing followed with approximately 520 deliveries, continuing its steady recovery after years of operational challenges. The Airbus A320neo family dominated short and medium-haul routes, accounting for nearly 60% of all single-aisle aircraft deliveries worldwide. Its fuel efficiency and reduced emissions made it the aircraft of choice for airlines seeking lower costs and greater sustainability. On long-haul routes, the Airbus A350 and Boeing 787 Dreamliner reshaped global travel. These aircraft operated more than 75% of newly launched intercontinental routes in 2025, allowing airlines to fly farther with fewer passengers while opening direct connections between cities that were once unreachable without major hubs. Airbus maintained a global market share of approximately 63%, supported by a backlog exceeding 8,600 aircraft, representing nearly a decade of future production. Boeing focused on stability and trust, with the 737 MAX fleet surpassing 1.5 million flight hours per month, and the 787 Dreamliner production rate stabilizing after years of disruption. While no entirely new commercial aircraft entered service in 2025, both manufacturers invested billions of dollars into research and development, laying the groundwork for the next generation of aircraft focused on automation, sustainability, and advanced propulsion. China emerged as one of the most powerful forces shaping global aviation. The COMAC C919 continued to expand its presence, logging over 20,000 commercial flight hours and receiving more than 100 confirmed domestic orders. Passenger air traffic in China grew by 10%, making it the fastest-growing aviation market in the world. Massive investments in airports, air traffic management, and pilot training positioned China to potentially become the largest aviation market on Earth by the end of the decade. Military aviation also reached historic levels in 2025. Global defense aviation spending exceeded $430 billion, driven by rising geopolitical tensions and rapid technological competition. Unmanned systems dominated new acquisitions, with more than 40% of newly introduced military aircraft being drones. Sixth-generation fighter programs advanced rapidly, integrating artificial intelligence capable of assisting pilots with threat detection, decision-making, and mission management. In simulation environments, AI reduced pilot workload by up to 30%, redefining the role of the human pilot in future air combat. Hypersonic aircraft and missile platforms exceeded Mach 5 in multiple classified tests, signaling a new era of speed, reach, and strategic deterrence. Unmanned aviation expanded far beyond the battlefield. Military drone flight hours increased by 22%, while commercial drone usage grew by 18%, especially in cargo delivery, surveillance, agriculture, and infrastructure inspection. Some autonomous cargo drones completed flights exceeding 1,000 kilometers without any human intervention, demonstrating the future potential of fully autonomous air transport. Electric and hybrid aviation reached a turning point in 2025. More than 500 electric and hybrid test flights were conducted worldwide, with regional electric aircraft achieving operational ranges between 300 and 500 kilometers. Urban air mobility projects expanded into more than 30 major cities, bringing the concept of electric air taxis closer to everyday reality. While long-haul electric flight remains years away, 2025 proved that electric aviation is no longer experimental, but practical, scalable, and inevitable. Airports themselves transformed into high-tech ecosystems. The world's busiest hubs processed more than 90 million passengers each, pushing infrastructure to its limits and accelerating modernization efforts. Biometric boarding systems reduced average boarding times by up to 40%, improving efficiency while enhancing security. Sustainable aviation fuel usage increased by 25% globally, significantly reducing emissions. Many major airports achieved partial or full carbon-neutral operations through renewable energy, electrified ground vehicles, and smarter resource management. Despite record traffic volumes, aviation safety continued to improve. Accident rates remained below one accident per million flights, making 2025 one of the safest years in aviation history. Artificial intelligence-based predictive maintenance reduced technical delays by 15%, while advanced turbulence forecasting tools helped reduce in-flight injuries and improve passenger comfort. Yet challenges remained. Rising fuel prices increased airline operating costs by 12 to 15%, while geopolitical conflicts forced airlines to fly longer routes, adding millions of extra flight hours and increasing fuel consumption. Pilot shortages affected more than 40% of airlines worldwide, accelerating investment in simulators, automation, and advanced training programs. The numbers from 2025 tell a powerful story. Aviation is stronger, smarter, and more resilient than ever before. More passengers, more aircraft, more technology, and more competition define the modern skies. The aviation industry did not simply survive the challenges of the past decade, it evolved. The skies of 2025 were not just busier. They were transformed into a symbol of human progress, innovation, and our endless desire to explore beyond the horizon. Subscribe for more aviation documentaries, real data, and stories beyond the headlines.